another great NFL matchup. Welcome to the division rivals from the AFC North. The home team squares up against the visiting team. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started. William in. Good kick should be returnable from the 13-yard line. The offense just about ready to go as they take the field for their first possession. They'll take on their own 30-yard line. First and 10. The home team line up in a 4-3. Came up to the tailback. He's brought down behind the line for a short carry.
They ran right into the blitz. They should have changed the play at the line. Maybe an audible to a sweep or a pass play. Looking like a quick slant.
Second and long.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
They line up in the I formation. Donald comes in motion. Gets the toss to the right. It's on the ground. The Eagles grab the live ball. And you know the defense is very angry at that missed opportunity. The home team still having a dime packet. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete.
Good defense and 3 and out series is a way to keep your defense fresh and rested.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up. From the 35-yard line, and he goes out at the 35. First and 10. The backs are lined up in an I. Leave it off. He's brought down behind the line for a short ball.
He saw where he wanted to go with it, and before he knew it, the hole was closing up.
It's second down and 10 to go. Only 1 man in the backfield. Throwing. And the catch is made.
You can count on him to make a handful of great catches throughout the game and really get that field spread.
Ball right around midfield. Holmberg comes in motion. 36. A little misdirection. Alexander stops the play in the backfield. It was backward on that one.
And that's a very good call by the defensive coordinator. He had a good idea of what was coming, and he called the perfect play to stop it.
All midfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Hodges with splitbacks. It's a blitz. Gets rid of it. Just can't find a way to bring that one in.
He's always been able to catch a ball. He has soft hands, good body. He ran a good route, and the quarterback made the right read. He just didn't bring it in.
3rd and 13. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Defense lines up in the nickel. Hey, the motion man. Drops back. Gets the pass off. Knocked away. Jenkins has the coverage on the play.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Williams is ready to punt this one away. Number 85 sets up to run back the punt. He signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 11-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Nixon records the stop.
Vision is so important to these ball carriers. You got to find the hole and get to it before it closes. There's no hole there, and they got to know that too. If you don't have the vision, you just can't find the hole.
One. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Gets the call. Flips the tackle. Number 54 makes the stop at the 25-yard line.
This is tough running here. Let's watch him as he gets through right here. And he makes a tackle and keeps moving forward. I'll tell you, this guy's hard to bring down.
Yellow. Go back.
Leaves it off. Tackle at the 26-yard line. Of course, his third tackle of the game. No place to run on that one.
And the thing is, when you don't get underneath the defensive line, you're not going to have the leverage that's needed to knock them off the ball. And that time, the defense had all the leverage.
26-yard line.
Smith with a man in motion. Walks to the left. Running perfect. Number 39 is there for the tackle at the 30-yard line. Mill wants to throw for a few tough yards. Ball on their own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
With the pass. And it's caught. Holden comes up to make the play. At the 48-yard line. They get 20 yards there on third down. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Send it off to the back. Is there for the tackle on the 48.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense on it. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
Ball at about midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The home team line up at a 4-3. Crosses to right. Drop in the backfield for a short one. Number 54. He's getting up very slowly. It looks like he'll head toward the sideline and we'll get you an injury report as quickly as possible. Scott fills in at linebacker while the trainers check on the injured player. Smith starts out of the shotgun. With the pass. And that was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play.
Number 19 comes into the game for the punt. Molden sets up, waiting for the punt. 1-yard line. Ball on their own 17. Hodges back in the shotgun. Dropping back to pass on first down. It's the pass off. Just couldn't get that pass under control.
He has the hands to make catches on the toughest passes. I'm a little surprised to see him drop that one.
Knight is the beat back. Toss play to the right. Alexander stops him for negative yardage. Good work by the defensive line there.
They got off the ball, got penetration, shut off those running lanes. He was looking for a hole, but the only thing he saw was a massive wall of defenders.
Ball on their own 13.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Hey, the long back. Darren moves in motion. Throws it. Right on target to the wide receiver.
Watch this. He stands him up, and he puts him right down. That's stopping in your tracks right there.
This one goes out of bounds. First and 10.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
The home team with a 4-man front. The handle on the delay. Picks it. Comes up to make the play. At the 34-yard line. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him get away.
It's second down and a long way to go. The home team come out in a 4-3. They'll bring the blitz. The throw, incomplete pass. A little too much touch. Smith starts out of the shotgun. Dropping back, gets rid of it. And he can't hang on.
The offensive coordinator called a good play. The quarterback really catching the ball. He just couldn't get his hands in the proper position to make the catch.
Number 19 with 10 now to punt it away. Molden back to return. And he chooses not to return this one. Holmberg, the motion man. Another counterplay. Flips the tackle. Brown with the stop at the 45. Hughes pushing his way through the would-be tacklers. He picks up a solid yardage. Ball on their own 45. Out of the shotgun, going to the air on first down. They reached him just as he was throwing.
He decided to try and pass it, but he was taking so much heat that it just kind of wobbled out of there.
Second and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Punches it left. Big open. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, home team. An incredible run to get him in the end zone. Dixon comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good.
The thing that most impressed me about that last drive was the offensive line. A strong offensive line is the first and most important component for an effective offense.
Williams is back and ready to put this one in the air. From the 11-yard line.
You know that the offense has their eyes set on tying this thing up here on this drive. We'll have to see what they're able to put together.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
The counter play. Great is there for the tackle at the 25-yard line. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running play has been today. Second and long.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
The home team line up at 4-3. Gets the toss to the right. Nixon makes the tackle at the 27.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle.
Third and 10. Smith from the shotgun. Drops back. Closing in. Gets the pass off. And he can't find a way to keep his head.
You just hate to see that kind of thing happen. He's trying to get some momentum going, or keep your momentum going. Then your guy drops a catchable ball to bring up fourth down.
Number 19 is ready to punt this one away. Molden in the return. From the 41. Not much return room that time. He goes down at the 48-yard line. Ball at about midfield. You give it to the halfback. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down behind the line for a short pass. Trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
I'll tell you what happened. The defense was coming with a lot of guys in a run blitz, and the hole that play was supposed to go through was filled with defenders.
Second and long coming up here. The Eagles line up at a 4-3. Roll back handoff. Rear comes up to make the play at the 47.
This is a spot where you want to show the defense that they have to respect the running game.
Looking to convert on third down, they have to get it to the 42. The Eagles come out to 4-3. Looking upfield. Fakes the handoff. With the throw. Pass falls in.
It was almost like the defenders were in the huddle on that series. They hit a roadblock with everything they tried.
Number 85. Looks like he's looking for the return. He's waving for the fair catch.
It's still early in the game. You got to think the coach wants his guys to make a statement by scoring some points in this drive.
So they have first and 10 here. Smith will work out of the shotgun. Pass play here on first down. Throwing. He finds his man. Breaks away from the tackler. They get first down yardage on that hookup.
First down on the play. First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
At the end of one, these teams are separated by just a touchdown. With the score, the home team ahead of the Eagles 7-0.
The
Team says with signs start the second quarter.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Hands it off to the back. Flips the tackle. He's there on the stop at the 34.
A successful running attack requires good blocking up front to be effective.
Second and 2. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Give it to the halfback. Stop is there at the 36. Ball straight ahead for the first down. Ball on their own 36.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
They'll go from the I formation. Hands off to the tailback. Lewis with the tackle at the 43-yard line.
You got to keep going to the run. You never know when there's going to be great blocking ahead of you, allowing for a big one right into the end zone.
Ball on their own 43.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Split back this time. Hand it off. Number 52 is there for the tackle at the 43. Trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
He brought some extra guys up on the run blitz. He got penetration, and they shut the play down.
Third and 3. Ball on the 43-yard line.
The blitz is on. Gets the pass off. He has his receiver with some running room. Number 39 is there on the sun at the 32. It's a great play that goes for big yardage.
That's his bread and butter. Make the catch, find some room, then outrun the defenders down the field. The coach counts on him to make a few big plays in every game. And most of the time, he does it.
First and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Throws it. The defense has it. Off and run. The 10. Dives. Touchdown. A spectacular interception and return for touchdown. Dixon comes in for the extra point. The The point after is good.
Here's a situation where the offense can make this negative a positive. The defense will probably be looking to jump another back. I wouldn't be surprised to see a stop and go route. With a good pump fake, maybe they'll get a quick score of their own.
Williams will be kicking off. Could be a return here from the 13. The defense picked off a pass the last time out and returned it for 6 points. It's 1st and 10. Smith starts out of the shotgun, steps up into the pocket, picked off, it's intercepted. The 30, the 10, and the score. Touchdown. The back makes a fabulous play and ends up with a touchdown. Comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good.
Most quarterbacks in the league have short memories when it comes to interception. They have the confidence to keep throwing the ball. And many times, they come back and make an outstanding play.
Williams is just about ready to kick this one away. From the 13-yard line. The last time the defense was on the field, they scored on an interception return. Ball on their own 33.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Hands off to the tailback. Vincent records the stop at the 40-yard line.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Ball on their own 40.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
It's the call. Thomas takes him down at the 49. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a first.
That's just good running. They sent a couple of blitzes in to try and stop him in the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
Ball at midfield. Mills, the lone back. Hand it off. Vincent makes the tackle at the 46.
The tough running game will make your passing attack even more effective.
And he picks up about 4. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Throws it. Incomplete pass. Bland was his intended target. The home team come out in a nickel pack. Crosses it out to the right. Scott Zayer on the stop at the 45-yard line. The visiting team comes short on 3rd down again. Molden is back to receive this kick. And he waves for the fair catch. Ball on their own 20. The Eagles with a four-man front. They're blitzing. Pressure.
Some of these linebackers are good pass rushers. Some are better in space. This is one of those every down guys you can leave in there that'll do both.
Now they're looking at second and long after the sack. The Eagles come out of a nickel pack. Fakes the throw. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Good catch on second and long that picks up the first down.
That one was about pass rush and pass protection. The offensive line was successful in what they had to do to make sure the quarterback had the time he needed.
Ball on their own 31. With the carry, Reeder comes up to make the play at the 32-yard line. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
Yeah, he was looking for a hole or a gap, and the defensive line sealed everything up.
Second down and 9 to go. Using slickbacks. It's a blitz. Gets rid of it. Jackson is there for the second at the 41-yard line. Good read on that pass play.
They brought some extra guys to try and get some pressure. Did it quickly. So his receiver had a step and fired a strike.
First and 10. Ball on the 51-yard line.
In motion. He tucks it away. Slow is there on the stop at the 45. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Ball on their own 45. Hodges back in the shotgun. Drops back. Rolling. In behind. Slow. Comes up to make the play. John has proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
First and 10. The Eagles with a four-man front. He hands it off. Jackson with the tackle. Hughes has shown why he's such a threat on the ground and gets closer to 100 yards rushing. Ball on the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Out of the I formation. To carry it, setting up play action. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. Shapes was the intended receiver on that play.
The intended receiver on the play.
Third play of this run.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Hughes, the deep. Looking upfield. Steps up into the pocket with the pass. And it's caught. 5. Touchdown. Home team.
I tell you, this is nice work by both the quarterback and the receiver. Watch it here. He reads the coverage, looks for the best option, and then throws it to him.
The point after is good.
No matter what kind of field position you start with, as an offensive player, you've got to be thinking touchdown. These guys kept their eye on the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they were looking for.
Williams looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. From the 14. Following the punt on their last drive, the offense now makes its way back out onto the field. First and 10.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
The home team come out in the next with the throw. And he had it and lost it, incomplete.
There's not one wide receiver who can ever claim he never dropped the pass. It's just part of the game.
Second. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Smith back in the shotgun. Gets the face off. Knocked away. So they don't get the completion, and defense got a little lucky there.
Yellow, 16.
Drops back. Under pressure with the pass. Lewis is there for this tackle. At the 47, they draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The home team come out on a nickel package. Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. Plenty of pressure, and he barely gets the pass away.
This defensive coordinator understands that pressure is key to forcing the offense into making mistakes. If his players keep playing like this, he might be up for a head coaching job pretty soon.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Smith out of the gun. Gets the pass off. Drops the interception. Got just a little too much air under it. The home team come out in a nickel package. Rolling right, gets rid of it, and he dropped it. Get another drop for him. Molden will go back to accept this punt. From the 17-yard line. Two-minute warning coming up. They'll go from the I formation. Going to the left. He's taken down in the backfield by Sloan. Nothing doing there as the linebacker read the play and throws him for a big loss.
That was a heck of a play. He has great speed, and he used it to fly through the line and take down the ball carrier.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Only one man in the back. Drops back with the pass, and he can't hang it.
He put the ball exactly where you want to put it.
2 minutes to go.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Hodges out of the gun. Throwing. This pass is complete.
The defense stuck in their cleats and held their ground unnecessary as a down.
Williams comes into the game for the punt. Number 85 lines up deep for the punt return. Won't take a chance trying to return this one. First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 44-yard line. First and 10.
Smith using space. Burns comes in motion. They're blitzing with the pass. Almost. That's his third drive.
The intended receiver on the block. Second and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Smith scans the defense from the gun. Drops back. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. Yet another drop for him.
If they're going to get the first here, they'll need their offensive line to maintain their blocks and give the quarterback enough time to make a good throw.
Out of the gun. Jones in motion. Pressure coming. The home team calls a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
He does a nice job using leverage to get after the quarterback. And you combine that with his quick first step, you have something special.
Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3 and out. From the 29. First and 10. Hughes, the long back. Hayes, the man in motion. Going to the air on first down. With the throw. Just can't find a way to bring that one in.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. He couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
The defense lines up in the nickel. With the pass, it was hit.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern. But he had the ball bounce right off his fingertip.
Third and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
The Eagles come out of the nickel package. Gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked up.
I'll tell you, the defense made a great stand right there.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3 and out. From the 31. First and 10.
First and 10.
Only one man back.
Yellow.
Going to the air on first down. Spinning free with the pass. This pass is incomplete.
Watch it here. He's getting pressure, but he's strong enough and mobile enough to get away from the rush and avoid sack. Now, you need a quarterback who can do things like that, because sometimes an incompletion can be a pretty good play.
Smith sends a man in motion. Closing in, throws it, incomplete as the defender knocks it away. Burns was the intended recipient on that short throw. Vincent with the coverage. Smith from the shotgun. Gets rid of it. Brooklyn.
That's what you have to make. Quarterback did a pretty good job getting the ball to his receiver, and he just dropped it.
Number 19 will come in now to punt it away. Molden is the deep return man. From the 41-yard line. The 40. The 30. He hasn't run. The 20. The 10. Dives. Touchdown.
I tell you, he's got too much speed to give him the ball in open space like that. I mean, unless you can get great coverage out of your special team and great hang time out of your punter, you're better off just punting the ball out of bounds.
Dixon comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. And they'll kick off after that quick touchdown on return.
The offense needs to come out with more intensity this time. They need to stay on the field and make some plays to get first down.
Williams is back, ready to put this one in the air. Sends it sailing. From the 14. The Eagles don't have much time as they start their drive at the 34.
First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Smith starts out of the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Almost picked up. Get another drop for it.
Glenn, the intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
With the throw. That's his third drop. The home team come out of the nickel back. Drops back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Pass falls incomplete. That's the one he's been unable to bring in. The previous punt was returned all the way back to the end zone. Fair catch. Hodges work out of the shotgun. Throwing. And he hits his target. Jenkins with the stop at the 43. And it's good for a first down. Ball on their own 43.
Goal, 48.
The end of the second quarter with the score, the home team ahead of the Eagles, 35-0. Number 19 will be kicking off. This one is taken by Kraus. Kraus is able to get to the 37. Ball on their own 37. The Eagles line up at a 4-3. Stiff arms the defender to the ground. Hughes fighting for yardage that time. Give it a wheel off a nice game. Ball at midfield. Robinson moves in motion. Looking for room. Brown is there for the tackle at the 47-yard line.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Hughes in the backfield. Play action. Throws it. He's there for the catch. Safe adds to his total with that catch. He's now over 100 yards. Down inside the 15. They've had some big scoring plays, but this is their first time in the red zone. Brown, number 55, brings him down at the 9-yard line. Hughes takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. All right, 9 yards, they'll be in the end zone. The backs are lined up in an eye. They give it to the halfback. Keeps his feet there. Taylor is there on the stop. They blitz in the backline.
Yeah, that's a chance you take. You're hoping to get some penetration and hit him in the backfield. But if you miss, there isn't a lot of help at the next level to keep them from picking up the first down.
It's first and goal at the 1. Hughes lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Trying to get to the pylon. Greer is there for the tackle at the 6. That's what they were looking for in that play call.
Yeah, the back just couldn't decide where he wanted to go with it. He hesitated just a little. By the time he decided where he wanted to go with it, the defense was all over.
The Eagles out of a nickel back. Rolling right, floats one into the end zone. Nearly intercepted. Oh man, he had it in the end zone. Good drop.
That's the second worst thing that can happen to a defender, to drop one like that. The absolute worst thing is to have your man hit you for 6.
It's third and goal at the 6-yard line. The Eagles come out on a nickel back. Throws it, and he hits his target. Slow comes up to make the play. At the 1-yard line. 3 shots from inside the 5-yard line, but they come up a little short.
Here's what happened. The defense had good coverage in the end zone. So he was forced to dump it to a checkoff guy, which is your last resort on 3rd and goal.
Dixon will try to come through with the field goal here. The kick is good.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown. So getting 3 was big. They got to go over what works and what didn't. So the next drive, we'll get them a TD.
Williams looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. It's on its way. From the 13-yard line. Stiff arm grab. Number 85 is able to get it to the 36. Ball on their own 36. With the counter play, Vincent stops him.
They might not be busting off big games. Those linemen are really working hard down there.
And a pickup of about 2.
Second and 8. Ball on the 37-yard line.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Gets the pass off. Farland with the stop at the 38-yard line. Bland bails his quarterback out by making a spectacular catch.
Yep, that was an unbelievable catch. That took the ability to block out the entire field and focus on bringing them in.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Mill, no setback. Hand off to the tailback. Nixon drags the ball carrier down behind the line.
The running game's not been a factor all day.
Second and long coming up here.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Green, 16. Dropping back with the throw. He hits his receiver. Jones takes the catch but doesn't get very far.
That's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and you don't miss tackle.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. The home team come out in a nickel package.
Yellow, 16.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. Drops. Scott had his hands up.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. That's a great for the offense.
This will be his 10th punt of the game. Fair catch called for. Ball on their own 20. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Sloan is there for the tackle at the 22-yard line.
Dixon runs with passes, keep the defense on.
It's second down and 8 to go. Out of the I formation. Hand it off to the back. Shepard is there on the stop at the 26. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Third down and 4 coming up on this one.
26-yard line.
Here comes the blitz. Gets the pass off.
When you talk about control and time of possession, that's not what you want to see.
Nothing happening on that drive with 100 away. He signals for a fair catch. Ball on their own 32.
First and 10.
Smith starts out of the shotgun. Throwing. And he had it, lost it, incomplete.
All he can do is look at his hands and wonder what the heck happened.
Second and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
The home team come out in a nickel factor. Pressure coming with the pass. Jumps up and comes down with the carry. It's a very difficult catch.
When you go up like that, coming down with it is usually not much fun, especially when you got guys nearby who are waiting to put a lick on you.
First and 10.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Looking upfield. Hutchinson is there for the tackle at the 41-yard line.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
So that play goes for about 6. The defense lines up in the nickel. Smith sends a man in motion. Rolls right, closing in.
This team is extremely active on defense, whether it's flowing from sideline to sideline or when they're rushing the passer. Maybe they should keep a couple extra guys in the pocket just to slow this pass rush down.
To convert on this third down, they have to get it to the 37.
This team has to start converting on third down if they're going to be successful.
Throws it. The defender's got it. The 20. The defender with room to run. Dives. Touchdown. He scores again after making a spectacular defensive play.
Yep, he really did. He's seeing everything so well right now, his instincts have taken over.
Dixon comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
The coach has to make sure his defense doesn't get too confident after that touchdown. Sometimes after a defensive score, they come back out and let the offense go right down the field and take the momentum back.
Williams comes in to kick off. Decent kick. We should have a return from the 13. The defense made a great play the last time on the field, intercepting a pass and taking it back for a touchdown.
The Eagles will start the drive at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Bill lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Tucks it away. They'll stop this one at the 50. So that tackle now gives him 4. A 15-yard gain right there. Ball right around midfield.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Smith from the shotgun. Blue 74. They'll pass on first down. with the pass. Ooh, nearly picked up. That's his third drop.
When the intended receiver on the line. Second and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
The home team coming out of the nickel back. Throwing. He went up there and he got it. Farland makes the tackle at the 32-yard line. Nice ball going to the air, and that'll move the chain. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Red 74.
Comes up to make the play at the 33. Takes it up the middle, picks up less than a yard.
That was just a burst of power from the defensive line.
Second and long coming up here.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Smith sends a man in motion. Rolls right, throws it, and he can't find a way to keep possession. He just dropped his fourth pass.
I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Gets the pass off. Gets his hand on it. That is his fifth mishandled pass.
The intended receiver on the line.
Molden sets up to run back the punt. And he chooses not to return this one. Ball on their own 20. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. On the ground. Jenkins returns the stop, showing a lot of strength breaking that tackle.
That was a great effort because he avoided taking a big hit and he got a first down out.
Hodges scans the defense from the gun. With the pass, almost picked off.
That was a good play, turned bad play. Good because their zone defense worked well. Bad because he dropped the interception. That's one he wishes he could have back.
Second and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
The Eagles with a four-man front. Hayes moves in motion. They'll bring the blitz. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. Not one of his better throws. It's missing long.
Third and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. Gets rid of it. He's trying to fill one out there.
Let's see that instantly play. Dang, that's a close one. What number is this? 89.
He's been on the sideline loosening up. Yep, here he comes for the 7th time. And he signals for the fair catch.
At the 31-yard line. The Eagles will stick drive at the 31-yard line. First and 10.
They'll go from the I formation. Around. Number 52 is there on the stop at the 37-yard line. Bill runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. Second and 4.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
The home team come out in a nickel package. Dropping back. With the throw. Jumps up and he's back. Scott is there for the tackle at the 40-yard line. They completed the pass for a first down.
They did it against the cover, too. So the quarterback found a soft spot, and he got it in there.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the home team ahead of the Eagles 45-0. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. Ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. Going to the air on first down. Pressure. Wrapped up. Veteran slips in there and gets the sack.
But you still got to give him a lot of respect. His moves haven't diminished that much, and he still makes impact plays.
Following the sack, it's second and long.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. Uses the pump. Steps up. Throwing. It's batted away. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
Yeah, and that's something the defensive coordinator mentioned in practice this week. Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third down so far. This off. Drops the interception. Burns was his intended target.
The intended receiver on the play.
Number 19 is ready to punt this one away. Molden sets up, waiting for the punt. This one goes out of bounds. First and 10. Taylor is there on the stop at the 35-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Ball on their own 35.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Hughes is the deep back. Looking to run it here. Moslin comes up to make the play.
I'll tell you, he might have one of the fastest first steps in football. He's one of those guys who's patient, accelerates quickly, and is very good at using his downfield block.
Third and 5. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Go, 49. Throwing. And it's intercepted. Slips the tackle. Number 55 makes a drive-ending play for the defense here in the fourth quarter. So after the interception, now it's first and 10. Burns moves in motion. With the counterplay, Nixon is there on the stop at the 44-yard line. He will run blitz and bottom up.
You'll see him do that kind of thing a lot. As a quarterback, you want to make your pre-snap read. If you see him walking guys up to the line, you should audible to some kind of slam or quick out to take advantage.
Smith back in the shotgun. Steps up in pocket. Under pressure. Deep throw. Almost intercepted.
Sometimes in zone coverage, a quarterback will throw to a spot where his receiver is supposed to be. That time, the only one there was a defender who couldn't make the catch.
The home team come out of the nickel pack with the throw. Jones was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Number 19 would like to place this one inside the 10. And he waves for the fair catch. Ball at their own 10. Hodges with a man in motion. With a counterplay. Slow is there for the tackle at the 11-yard line. Hughes takes it up the middle for a yard or two. Ball on their own 11. Hodges using step backs. Here comes the blitz with the pass. And good pressure forced them to get rid of the pass early.
Any way you look at it, an incomplete pass is a heck of a lot better than the other guy.
3rd and 9. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Fullback handoff. Greer, he's there on the stop. The 3rd down run, not enough to keep the drive alive, so the punting team coming in.
There's nothing wrong with trying to grind it out in the fourth quarter when you're playing with a lead.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. From the 47-yard line, slips the tackle.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one. It's an issue of pride. And to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
First and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
The backs are lined up in a 9. They give it to the halfback. Scott is there for the tackle at the 39. Bill takes it up the middle for a yard or two. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
The home team come out of the nickel tackle. Gets the pass off.
I think he was trying to do something with it before he had it. You have to look the pass into your hands and secure it before you start thinking about running it downfield.
The home team, the nickel pack. Pressure coming, rolling. Just can't find a way to bring that one in. 2 in a row just dropped.
The intended receiver on the play.
Number 19 comes into the game for the punt. Molden back to return. Won't take a chance trying to return this one. Ball on their own 11. Hand it off. Taylor comes up to make the play at the 14.
The offensive line loves to run block, playing physically against the defensive line. They've done a heck of a job of it out there today.
Ball on their own 14. Using split backs. It's a blitz. Throws it. Ooh, nearly picked off. Schaefer was the intended receiver on that play.
Receiver on the play. Third and 6. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Gets the pass off. Knocked away. That's his third drop. Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3 and out. He signals for a fair catch.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
It's first and 10.
Start the drive at the 43-yard line. First and 10.
Going to the air on first down. Surveys the field. Gets rid of it. He can't stay inbound. Get another drop for him.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
The home team come out in a nickel package. With the throw, and keep the second. He just dropped his 4th pass. The home team come out in a nickel package. Drops back. Keith throw. It was tipped. Very solid defensive effort to force the fit out. Fair catch called for. First and 10. The backs are lined up in an I. Going to the right. Alexander stopped at the 18-yard line. Hughes able to get a yard or two on the toss. The home team calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Ball on their own 18. Hodges scans the defense from the gun. Looking for the long completion. This pass is incomplete. You can see what great arm strength he has. It was out of reach for the receiver.
And he does overshoot, like that time. But other times, he hits him right in stride.
The Eagles come out in a dime package. Protected well. With a deep throw to the right side. He made the catch. The 10. Touchdown. Home team. Robinson catches another touchdown pass. His second down. Dixon comes in for the extra point. The point answer is good. The home team continues to increase their lead. Williams is back and ready to put this one in the air. Number 85 will call for the fair catch.
Fair catch, made on the kick.
First and 10. Smith scans the defense from the gun. Looking comfortable in the pocket. Unleashes the deep ball. Lewis is there for the tackle at the 36.
I've watched this guy play, and I think that's the kind of thing he does best. He reads the defense quickly, finds a single coverage, and lets it fly. He's willing to go long at any down in any situation. So the defense can't afford to be too aggressive out there.
They're blitzing. Fires this one deep. This will be spotted at the 4. He stopped him there, and according to our numbers, that's tackle number 6 for him.
Perfect execution to get this first down. Look at it here. He knows how far they have to move the chain. And he gets it by making the right decision and laying it in there like that.
It's first and goal at the 4-yard line. And the fans finally get to see their red zone offense. Touchdown, Eagles.
Here's how they get in on that. They just can't bring him down. And he plows into the end zone for the score.
The point after is good. The Eagles still with a huge deficit to overcome. They don't have time to kick it away and go on defense. They're going for the onside kick. Here we go. Recovers. It's another touchdown. It's third today.
Try this defense here.
The I formation.
Oh, 49.
To carry it, Shepard is there on the stop at the 34. Defense looking for the run, and Ryder just about got back to the line of scrimmage.
There was no possibility of going up the middle and picking up anything.
The Eagles come out in a dime package. He gets the carry. Brown comes up to make the play at the 28. Keeping it on the ground, they chose to run the same exact play, not even a shift in their formation. The Eagles line up at a 4-3. And go to the tailback. Number 94 is there on the stop at the 28-yard line. Fourth down upcoming, but they're in position to add to their lead.
Yeah, and that's what they want to do. Control the ball and clock. Getting into position at least 3 points.
This is going to be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. It was long enough, but it's sliced to the right. So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 35. They line up in the I formation. Give it to the halfback. They'll go with a play fake. Deep throw. He made the catch. He's going to be spotted at the 33-yard line. He was in on that play, giving him 7 tackles so far in the game.
This is what they have to do. Keep making completions down the field and move the chains. Watch this one. He knows he's got to get the first, and he picks the right guy to throw it to.
Gets the toss to the right. Makes the tackle. Mills takes the pitch for a gain of 3. Let's make it 4. 2-minute warning coming up. Toss play to the right. Hurdle straight. The 20. Number 39. Records the stop.
Hey, if you can keep running the ball in the fourth quarter as you're playing catch-up, that's an advantage that you have over the defense because it keeps them off balance.
Oh, it's a fake. Closing in.
7-yard loss on the play.
Second and long coming up here. The backs are lined up in an I. Gives the ball off. Running with a lot of room in front. Touchdown, Eagle. And they keep it on the ground for the score.
I tell you, he took that thing and he never looked back.
Number 19 will come in now to punt it away. They run a fake. Conversion attempt fails. So he can't keep the kick in bounds.
Kickoff, out of bounds, number 19. First down.
Penalties and takeaways are just as big a factor in some games as effective offense. The team that stays mistake-free usually wins the game.
The Eagles come out in a dime package. 28. Hand it off to the back. Taylor comes up to make the play at the 45. Hughes takes advantage of the little daylight. Ball on the 45-yard line. The Eagles with a 4-man front. Give it to the halfback. It's free. The Eagles pick up the fumble. John, the ball is popped right out.
Yeah, he's not the most cautious ball carrier there is. He tends to carry it loosely, and that's why you see him fumble so many times.
On the turnover now, it's 1st and 10. The home team line up at a 4-3. Farley takes him down at the 43-yard line.
He's a very dangerous runner when he gets to the outside. He accelerates very quickly. He has the speed to outrun defenders if he can break into the open.
The home team got in a 4-3. He'll pass on 1st down. Well protected. Going for 6. And time is working against them.
Now, I'm thinking they're going to keep going to the end, but it might be a little too late.
Ball on the 43-yard.
The home team with a 4-man front. Blitz is coming.
He was being patient, waiting for something to happen. And whack.
He'll take him in. A lot of scoring, but a one-sided game.
52, the Eagles, 13.
This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports. from Jacksonville, Florida. We're ready for another great game of NFL football. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the visiting team gets set to take on the Jaguars. The crowd is ready. The teams are ready. So let's get tonight's game going. Williams is just about ready to kick this one away. Nice kick and returnable. This one is taken by number 32. Gets away. Number 32 takes this one back to the 32. Ball on their own 32. With a counter play, runs through the tackle. Number 52 makes the play at the 33-yard line.
They might not be busting off big game, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Gets rid of it. No completion there.
He put the ball exactly where you want to put it.
Intended receiver on the play. Third and 9. Ball on the 33-yard line.
The visiting team come out in a dime package. Drops back. Throwing. It's broken up.
Good defense and 3-and-out series and a way to keep your defense fresh and rested.
Hanson is ready to punt this one away. Molden sets up to run back the punt. From the 33. He manages almost nothing on the return, going down at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over at the 33-yard line. First and 10.
Hodges out of the gun. They're blitzing. Gets the pass off. Broken up. Hey, was his intended target. Thomas has the coverage on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Jacksonville comes out in a 4-3. To carry it, runs through the tackle. Smith is there for the tackle. 41. Hughes running hard, going right through the arm tackles. Ball, their own 41. Jacksonville lines up in a 4-3. Tosses it right. The 30, the 20, the 10. Cross the goal line for the score. They run on third down and get into the end zone. Dixon comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. perfect way to start this one off as they move the ball down the field for the touchdown.
They came out with a plan on offense and executed it to perfection.
Williams is back and ready to put this one in the air. From the 11-yard line.
Ball out of contention early. They'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
First and 10. Left foot sends a man in motion. Little misdirection. He loses it. The visiting team scoop it up. The defense does a great job breaking that up and getting the recovery.
Yeah, they had a good push. They got into the backfield, not letting the runner escape. And that arm came in to whack it loose.
After the fumble recovery, they'll set up shop at the 29-yard line. The backs are lined up in an eye. Hodges with a man in motion. Hand it off. Grant is there on the stop at the 20. Hughes continues to assert himself with the running game. They're in the red zone.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
They'll make this a two-possession game. We can get into the end zone on this drive. They're just inside the 20. He'll test the left side. That breaks free. The 10. Barry comes up to make the play. Beautiful run.
You know, that's exactly the handle a team that likes to blitz. You run the ball right at him, right there, and then right through him.
2 more yards and they'll be in the end zone. Jacksonville comes out in their nickel package. Throws one up in the end zone. Shaver was the intended receiver on that play. It's second and goal at the 2-yard line. The backs are lined up in an eye. On the carry. Harry is there for the tackle at the 1-yard line. Didn't get the blocking they needed, and now it'll be third down and goal. They're just a yard away now. Looking for the corner. Touchdown, visiting team. Hughes was there earlier and revisits the end zone with that carry. Dixon comes in for the extra point. The point answer is good. So they're handed great field position and cash in.
Yeah, when you give this team field position like that, you can practically take a touchdown to the bank.
Williams in to kick this one off. They'll return this one by 2. Number 32 returns this one to the 34. It's first and 10. comes in motion. They give it to the halfback. Comes up to make the play.
A successful running attack requires good block up front to be effective.
Second and about 1. Taylor, the deep back. Hands it off to the back. Number 52. Takes the tackle. 43. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
3rd and 1.
Ball on their own 43.
43-yard line.
Only one man back. Looking upfield. Lions. Very good penetration. Not getting the first down. It will probably bring out the punter. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up the punt. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line.
Ball on their own 21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Brown, 48. Hand it off to the back. Peterson pulls him down at the 30-yard line. Hughes has had a lot of running room out there. Second and short.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Jacksonville comes out in a 4-3. Hands off to the tailback. Throws him in. Gets the pass off. Grant is the guy who dares to bring it down at the 47. Give him some time. He'll hit his man.
And the thing is, he doesn't care how big that window is. With his accuracy, everyone's open.
Ball on their own 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Hands it off. Trout comes up to make play at the 48-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Jaguars with a 4-man front. Peterson is there on the stop at the 44-yard line. Not what they were looking for on that play call.
Yeah, the back just couldn't decide where he wanted to go with it. He hesitated just a little. By the time he decided where he wanted to go with it, the defense was all over it.
Hodges from the shot. Rosen. Street for a wide receiver. Williams tackles him, and they won't get the first. Saints are keen to finish the marker, so they'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to place this inside the 10. He signals for a fair catch. Taylor lines up behind his fullback in the eye. He tucks it away. Number 39, big tackle at the 33. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Looking upfield. Number 52 is there on the stop at the 39-yard line. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Second down and 4 to go.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Left wing with a man in motion. Crosses it out to the left. It's tackled behind the line by Benson. He starts out the wrong way and winds up losing yardage.
Yeah, they got good penetration on the line. Guys flying to the ball, getting to the ball carrier, making a heck of a defensive play.
Third and 9. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Pierman, the lone setback. Pressure coming. Fires this one deep. It's batted away. This defense, John, knows how to create a lot of pressure.
Putting pressure on the quarterback can disrupt passing. And pressuring the receivers can do the same thing. If you can play physically on the outside, bump them off their routes, hold them up at the line, you can take away his receiving option, forcing him to just get rid of it.
Molden into return. From the 31-yard line. He's brought down at the 41.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
The Jaguars come out in a 4-3. On the delay. You're going to spot this one, and that's now 3 tackles for him in this game. Good call there on the draw, caught them off guard.
And here's the thing. Running draw plays softens up the defense and slows down the pass rush. When you can run the draw for good yardage, you really open things up the passing game.
Hodges with a man in motion. Here comes the blitz. The throw. The defender's got it. Williams takes it back to the 49. The offense gets ready to go following the interception. The visiting team line up at a 4-3. Little misdirection. Thomas makes the stop at the 49.
I know they didn't get much. It's all about making the defense respect the fact that you're willing to run.
1 yard gain on that play. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Out of the I formation. Looking for room. Fakes the handle. Rolling. And he goes out of bounds at the 29.
You talk about great concentration. Watch this. He's able to keep his feet in bounds, make the catch on the perfectly placed pass.
Left foot sends a man in motion.
Yellow, 25.
They go with a draw. Number 54 records the stop at the 21.
Vision is so important to these ball carriers. They got to find the hole and get to it before it closes. There's no hole there, and they got to know that too. If you don't have the vision, you just can't find the hole.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Left switch with a man in motion.
Red, 25.
Tosses it right. Nixon got very good penetration there.
When you get into field goal range, you want to make sure you keep your drive moving forward.
Third and 6.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Only one man back. Under pressure. Rolls right. Wrapped up.
He's had a tough time making reads when the defense mixes up in his zone. What you want to do is look to the middle of the field where you see right between the corner and the safety for completion.
This could be a long field goal attempt, about a 49-yard. So he didn't officially get hold of it, and the kick fell short. After this field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 38. Jacksonville lines up in a 4-3. Hand it off. Mike Peterson is in on the play again for the tick on the stat sheet. Hughes has been clearly a big part in their offensive plan, now has over 125 yards rushing.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
The Jaguars line up in a 4-3. Reach the end of the first quarter, and the score is 14-0. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start with the second quarter. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
The Jaguars with a 4-man front. Looking to run it here. Grant is there on this run at the 36-yard line.
When your offensive line is getting a good push up front, it's a lot easier to pick up yardage on the ground.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The Jaguars come out in a 4-3. Tossing it right. Harry makes the play at the 28-yard line. Hughes has gained enough for another first down, his second of the drive.
First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Out of the I formation. Hodges with a man. Hands it off to the back. Can't bring it back. Grant makes the tackle at the 27.
That was just great pursuit. I'm looking to call some misdirection plays to take advantage of their aggressiveness. Maybe a multiple handoff play or something like that will catch these guys out of position.
Second down and 10 to go.
7-yard line.
The Jaguars come out in a nickel pack. With the throw, almost picked off. Harry was the one they were trying to get the ball to. He was there on the cover. The Jaguars come out in a nickel pack. What are you? Throws it. He hits his receiver. Keeps his feet. Harry comes up to make the play. At the 15, Robinson makes the catch, and John going to move the chains.
He's one of the keys to their success when they're moving the ball through the air.
Down inside the 15.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
The last time they were down here, they scored a touchdown. Dropping back the pass on first down. Slow fly to the end zone. He couldn't control it. David just wasn't able to get control.
That's the worst thing that can happen to you as a receiver.
Eighth play in this drive.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Hughes, the deep man. Tosses it out to the right. Steamrolls to the front. Peterson is there for the tackle at 15-yard line. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. third down, and they have a long way to go. Hodges starts out of the shotgun. Throwing. Ooh, nearly picked off. Shape was his intended target. So this field goal is from about 33 yards away. The veteran connecting it with the goal. And with that right there, they've now scored 17 unanswered points.
They just can't seem to stop him.
Williams comes in the toss. The kick should be returnable. This one is handled by number 32. Your kicker missed. With a counterplay. He's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. He wraps up the ball carrier, and his tackle total is now 4.
Second and 12. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Gets the toss to the right. Sharp. Number 52 comes up to make the play at the 26.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense on. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
Ball on their own 26. Left foot will work out of the shotgun. Pressure, throws it. This one complete.
The defense dug in their cleats and held their ground on that series of downs.
Will come in now to punt it away. Molden, he's back to receive this kick. He's waving for the fair catch. First and 10.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
The Jaguars line up in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Stroud is the guy clear to bring it down. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running trip has been today.
Six. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Cuts it away. Williams comes up to make the play at the 41.
He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole, but he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
The defense lines up in the nickel. They give it to the halfback. Play action. Throws it. Drops the interception. Smith had his hands on it.
He's a pretty good cover linebacker. He can run with most guys, and he gets good position. When he reads the pass, he makes his move. He'll drop a few like that one.
Williams comes into the game for the punt. Number 32, back to return. And he signals for the fair catch. Ball on their own 19. The backs are lined up in an eye. It's the toss to the right. Number 54 with the stop at the 23-yard line.
If they keep getting games like this, it could really open up things for them in the second half.
Gain of 4. Left foot starts out of the shotgun. Good protection. Going long. This pass is incomplete.
He just flicked his wrist and the ball just took off. Just need to take a little bit off of that one. He could have gone for a big play.
Jones was the intended receiver on that play.
Third and 6. Ball on the 23-yard line.
The visiting team, a nickel package. Deep throw. He's there for the catch. The 20, the 10, dives, touchdown.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball. And it's 6 points. You better kick it here.
The pointer is good.
Give some credit to that big offensive line. Those guys are working hard out there, and it's showing on drives like that.
Scobie looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. Going with the squib kick from the 13. The offense takes over. Ball on their own 37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Hughes, the lone setback. Carrier comes in motion. Game off to the right. Is there on the stop at the 36-yard line. Takes it up the middle, picks up left of the yard.
That was just a burst of power from the defensive line.
The ground gets away. Hayward comes up to make the play.
The defense is trying to shut down the running game early to force him to pass. We'll have to see if it works and causes him to give up on it here in the first half.
2-yard gain. Third base with a long third down play here. Jacksonville comes out in the dive package. Dropping back. Rolling out to his right. Big man gets in there for a big sack.
He's got a great combination of size and move. He won't be winning any races. He's good at getting after the quarterback. And let me tell you, you never want him to be the guy following on top of you.
Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away. Caught this one where it went out.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or it could turn into a battle for field position.
The visiting team come out in the 4-3. The blitz is on. Throwing. And the catch is made. Lewis is there for the tackle at the 47. Donnie has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
This makes it hard for him to be sacked and gives the defenders less time to react.
Cross play to the left. And he ducks out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Give some time in the pocket and be patient with it. Don't force it into cover.
Taylor, thrown back. It's a blitz. Closing in. Sack.
When you think about guys who have a big heart, this guy has to be at the top of the list. He just never lets up out there.
Ball on the 40-yard line. The visiting team come out of the nickel package. Deep throw. He made the catch. McFarland is there to stop at the 1-yard line.
Byron Leftwich is big and he's got a strong arm. And that allows him to make all the throws.
Taylor lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Touchdown. The defense never even touched him. Scobie comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. 2 straight. The kick is a short line drive from the 32. The offense couldn't get anything going in their last drive, going 3 and out.
Don't let those guys intimidate you. Get out there and run it
They'll
down
take
their
over
throat.
almost in the 2-minute mark now.
10.
Comes out in a 4-3.
Wow, 35.
Looking for room. Peterson makes the tackle at the 44.
This is a great block. Watch here. He just barrels into the defender, taking it right off the turf. Now that is a textbook block right there.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. Jacksonville lines up in a 4-3. Ready counter play. Running with a lot of room in front. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he's in for the score. Hughes found the end zone 3 times in this game. Dixon comes in for the extra point. The point after attempt is no good. Williams will take off. Low and short, they'll set up for the return from the 29. In their last possession, they did a great job moving the ball through the air on their way to the end zone. And you'd expect to see the same thing here until the defense proves they can defend against the pass. Left switch with a man in motion. Dropping back, pass on first down. Rolling. It's going the other way. A lot of space in front of it. The 30, the 20, the 10. Dives, touchdown. A spectacular interception and return for a touchdown. Dixon comes in to attempt the point after. The point answer is good.
Now, if the quarterback is still rattled after that play, we'll find out on this first throw. Those will probably go with something simple to get some of his confidence back. The one thing he can't be worried about is throwing that football. I think he'll come out firing and show us all that he's ready to make a play.
Williams comes in to kick off. Swift kick short. From the 8. The last time the defense was on the field, they scored on an interception return. First and 10. Left switch, sends a man in motion. They're coming with the blitz. Rolling out to his own. Can't avoid the run.
That's just a case of an overload where the defense had more guys rushing than the offense had blocking.
Now it's second and long after the setup.
16-yard line.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Jones goes in motion. He's it off. Thomas is there on the side at the 15. He chases him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on. I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Ball carrier stops short. That'll probably lead to a punt. Live from Foxborough, to bring you another great NFL matchup. Thanks for joining us here on a great night for football. Each of these teams looks ready to get this game started as the visiting team square off against the Patriots. Let's see how it plays out tonight as we get set for the opening kickoff. Dramatica looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. From the 12-yard line. Ready to go on offense for the first time. Ball on their own 29. First and 10. Windless comes out and gets nickel tackle. Rabel is there on the stop at the 29-yard line. Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
29-yard line.
There we go, baby, rock and roll.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no one could. So he faces a long third down play here. Hodges will work out of the shotgun. Gets rid of it. And it's caught. Samuel records the tackle at the 34-yard line.
That play won't help their third down conversion percentage today. I wonder what the receiver was thinking. running a route that wasn't going to put him past the first down marker anyway.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up the punt. Fair catch. Ball on their own 28. The backs are lined up at a 9. Steps up into the pocket. Gets the pass off, and he dropped it. Good call by the defense as they sent the corner on a blitz.
He just had too much pressure in his face to see anything. And he threw one out there. Lucky for him, it wasn't picked off.
Second and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. There you go.
Hands off. Holden takes him down at the 34.
You have a good balance of run and pass on offense. The defense doesn't have a chance to focus in on either one of them. They need to be prepared to cover both options.
It's third down and 5 to go.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Out of the I formation.
19.
Toss go to the left. Vincent, he's there on the stop. Kevin Folk is denied the first down.
Those kind of runs won't do much for you on third and medium and third and long.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense scores a 3 and out. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Give it to the halfback. Warren records the tackle at the 33-yard line.
You run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense on. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, that puts more pressure on your passing game.
Second and 7. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Hughes is the defense. Wilson comes up to make the play at the 38-yard line. Hughes picks up some tough yards there. The first quarter has been dominated by the defensive units. Still, no score. And we're ready to start the second quarter. So 2 minutes left before halftime.
38-yard line.
You give it to the halfback. Rabel takes him down before he can get the first. So we should see the punter after they fail to convert on third down. Good comes into the game for the punt. Brown sets up to run back the punt. He's waving for the fair catch. Brady will work out of the shotgun. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Almost intercepted. Ball was the intended receiver on that. Marlin had coverage on the play.
Third and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Brady changes the defense from the gun. Pump faking, throwing, swing pass to the running back on the left. Great defensive effort to keep them from getting close to the sticks.
Well, there aren't too many plays in the playbook for third down. You got to try something other than a short route.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. He signals for a fair catch. Hodges sends a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass, just couldn't get that pass under control.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. But he couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
Second and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun. Robinson comes in motion. Throwing. He had a shot, but couldn't come up with it.
He has the hands to make catches on the toughest passes. I'm a little surprised to see him drop that. The defense has to play smart and not have any stupid penalties that keeps this drive going.
The Patriots come out in a nickel factory. Throws it. Pass was incomplete. That was his intended target. Again, with the coverage. Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away. And he waves for the fair catch. Ball on their own 12. They're looking for the run with all those linebackers out there. Drop in the backfield for a short loss.
The defense came up and stopped him right in his trap. That's just the kind of thing that the defensive coordinator loves to see.
Second and 11. Ball on the 12-yard line.
The visiting team with a four-man front. Brady sends a man in motion. Receives the handoff. Number 39 is there on the stop at the 12. Tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your line is eaten up like you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him go away.
Ball on their own 12.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Number 54 is there for the tackle at the 14. Not getting the first down. They will probably bring out the punter. Miller will come in now to punt it away. Molden back to return. Fair catch. The Patriots pick up the fumble. And they're ready to go on offense after that fumble. They'll start at the 50-yard line. The visiting team come out on a dime package. Closing in. It's rid of it. Incomplete pass.
We're ready to begin the fourth play.
Williams is back and ready to put this one in the air. From the 11-yard line. Fumble. The visiting team. Great play by the special teams to recover the fumbles.
I'll tell you, sometimes these kick returners try and do too much when there's nothing there. And this is exactly the type of thing that's going to happen.
So after the fumble now, it's first and 10. Clearly a big momentum shift for the nation because we take a look at a possible fumble.
And they really had no choice but to challenge it because of what it could mean for both teams. I don't know. It's a tough call from seeing that angle.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, then it's worth the risk of losing a timeout.
The visiting team line up at a 4-3. They'll pass on first down. Under pressure, throwing. Gets his hand up.
There's not one wide receiver who can ever claim he's never dropped a pass. It's just part of the game.
Brady from the shotgun. Throws it. Almost picked off. Right. Was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Marlon was there on the cover. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on third down. Brady out of the gun. Gets the pass off. No completion there.
He put the ball exactly where you want to put it.
The intended receiver on the play.
They haven't picked up any points, haven't even picked up a first down. Here comes the punter again. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 29-yard line.
Ball on their own 29.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Throws it. Just can't find a way to bring that one in. Can't complete that short pass, and it's second down.
On the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
They line up in the formation. Robinson goes in motion. Gives the ball. Rabel comes up to make the play. And the 30-yard line. Just back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This defense could put the brakes on you real fast.
Ball on their own 30. The Patriots come out in a nickel pack. And they don't pick up nearly enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, this is such an odd decision. You've got to be able to execute a play with deeper options when you've got 3rd and long.
They can't keep the drive alive, and they're really struggling offensively. Here in the 3rd, they've yet to cross midfield. He's waving for the fair catch. Ball on their own 31. The visiting team with a 4-man front. Pressure coming. Still 3. And fantasy throw.
Watch it here. He's getting pressure, but he's strong enough and mobile enough to get away from the rush and avoid the sack. Now, you need a quarterback who can do things like that, because sometimes an incompletion can be a pretty good play.
Clear! Clear! Go low! Go low! It's on! Turn it up! Let's scream!
With the throw, drops the interception. Garland and the coverage on the blow.
You're going to take a receiver all the way. Third and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Come on! Let's go, boys!
Out of the shotgun. Pressure with the pass, and this pass is completed. Lewis comes up to make the play at the 48.
On 3rd and long, the defense is playing pass all the way. They just can't come up with a stop. Watch it here. The quarterback looks and fires, and the defense is left to wonder how they let him off the hook.
Keep moving. Hey. Watch the snap now.
Game off to the tailback. Molden records the stop at the 47.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. There are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
2nd and 5 coming up here.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The visiting team come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The visiting team come out in the 4th. Number 52 comes up to make the play at the 46. And it looks like they're going to go with a no huddle. They'll bring the blitz. And he fails to hang on to that.
All he can do is look at his hands and wonder what the heck happened. It looks like it's all about defense now. If they want to see overtime, they'll need to step it up. A deep punt here could pin them, and sometimes that can be your best defense.
Miller is ready to punt this one away. Molden is back to receive this kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
They have a reputation for filling out wins right at the end of the game. They have another chance to do that kind of thing right here with this drive.
They'll
Inside their own 20.
11-yard line. 1st and 10.
Going to the right. Runs through the tackle. They're going to spot this one at the 17-yard line. That's the first stop he's made today. Hughes busted through for a few tough yards.
Second and 4. Ball on the 17-yard line.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Hand it off. Vrabel comes up to make the play at the 25-yard line. They'll go with a hurry-up offense. Pass play on first down. Rolling out to his right. Sends his pass out of play. He didn't want to risk an interception and decides to throw it away. Ball on their own 25.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Going to the right. Samuel makes the stop at the 26-yard line. And here's what they've been able to do so far on third down. Dropping back. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Ooh, that one hurt him, John. They find themselves now facing a fourth down.
We should see the punter here. No need to go for it to tie a game and give the other team a short field if you don't make it.
The lineup to punt this offense hasn't even been on the opponent's side of the field yet. The 35-yard line.
This is just how the coach likes to play. He can close until the end, put something together with your last drive to come away with a win. Now it's up to the offense to close this one out.
They'll start the drive at the 39-yard line. First and 10.
Brady with a man in motion. Gets rid of it. Broken up. Well, that's perfect throw is wasted, and that could have been a very big play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. 2 in a row just dropped.
The intended receiver on the play.
They have timeouts, but need to pick up a first down here to continue this late drive and have those timeouts be of use.
Third and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Drops back. Rolling out to his right. With the pass, the 40. Farley comes up to make the play at the 35. And so a risky call to send the corner backfires, and they give up a first down.
Some quarterbacks love blitzing corners because they know that there's one less cover man out there and they have a lot better shot at hitting someone in stride.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, you see me? Let's go.
Rolling. Just can't find a way to bring that one in. That's the third one he's been unable to bring it in.
Second and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Hands it off to the back. Number 39 is there for the tackle at the 29. Pick up of about 7. Third down here as they try to get it inside the 25-yard line to convert. Brand comes in motion.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Hand off to the tailback. Vincent comes up to make the play at the 20-yard line. Everything they do works on third down.
Yeah, no matter what down is, when you keep moving the chains and you keep the defense out in the field, You're having a productive drive.
New England calls a timeout. That's their last one. Good important kick here. This is for the lead. Team Dramatica has the opportunity to win it, or if he misses, we go to overtime. He had enough distance, but he missed it to the left. Battle of two great defensive units. This low-scoring battle now heads to overtime. Williams aims to kick this low one. The kick should be returnable from the 11. Returns this one to the 25-yard line. Ball on their own 25. The visiting team with a four-man front. Puts it on the ground. The visiting team are there to pick up the ball. They give it up on the fumble. Huge. Here in the extra quarter. And the Bears is going to be looking.
Yeah, because it's in the last 2 minutes, that ball came down from the replay booth.
Coach is hoping to get it right here because that could be a big lift for the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if the knee is down. It's tough to say without replay. This one won't be easy.
The player was down before the fumble occurred.
It was unclear initially why they called for a review, but now we understand the reason.
You have to give it to these officials. The job's not easy. Sometimes they make mistakes. Most of the times they're right.
Brady from the shotgun. Drops back with the throw. And he can't find a way to keep possession. He just dropped his fourth pass.
Third and 14. Ball on the 22-yard line. Turnover.
The Patriots line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Nearly intercepted. He's had a lot of trouble reeling in the pass.
Receiver on the play.
Bolden looks like he's ready for the return. From the 44-yard line. Ball to midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Warren He's there on the stop. At the 47. They're going to keep it moving here. They're heading straight to the line. Hey, goes in motion. Looking for something long. It's batted away. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion. And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far. New England comes out of the quarter defense. Throws this one off bounds.
A lot of teams use their short passing game like a running game. Lots of short, high percentage passes that allows them to keep possession while moving the ball down the field. Sometimes those short passes can turn into a big game. As a receiver on a short pattern or outlet route, you have to stay disciplined and make the catch before you try and create extra yardage.
Williams comes in the game for the punt. Brown sets up, waiting for the punt. This one goes out of bounds. Ball on their own 11.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
Keep the throttle down. The visiting team with a 4 in front. They give it to the halfback. Number 54. Stops him. Dillon. With a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. Ball on their own 16.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
The Patriots line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Gets rid of it, and he lets it slip out of his grasp. Jackson was the intended receiver on that play.
Third and 5. Ball on the 16-yard line.
The visiting team coming to dive back with the throw. Complete to the wide receiver. Dorsey is there on the stop at the 37-yard line. They'll head right back to the line. Closing in, throws it. On the sideline and out of bounds.
I like to throw it to the sidelines in situations like that. His throw is just a little off.
Ball was his intended target.
Second and 10. Ball on the 37-yard
Dive back into this play. With the throw, it's broken up. Jackson was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Dive back into this play. With the pass, incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that.
Smith was the intended receiver on that play. Miller will come in now to punt it away. Molden is the deep return man. From the 32.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
They'll go from the shotgun. It's the pass off. Right on target to the wide receiver. The 40. Number 95. With the tackle.
While you talk about a defense breaking down, Here they give them enough time to get the long pass off. Then they let them catch it, and they let them run for a long game.
Perfect play. And they gain 36. Biggest play of the game to win the game. Can you believe it? This one is still going.
As a kicker in overtime, you're hoping you get the one chance to win the ballgame. You had it right there. You just couldn't put it between the uprights.
So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 36. The visiting team come out in a dive package. They'll pass on the first down. With the pass, picked off. After the interception, they'll set up shop at the 41-yard line. It's the pass off. Intercept. Teams are doing in this part. 5 quarters were played. For EA Sports, this is Al Michaels and John Madden wishing you a very pleasant good evening.
Nobody wants it.